Please welcome to the stage Presidential Diamond Jessica Moultrie.
All right, I love it. You know, when it's Saturday morning after a week of convention, I know we're dealing with the lifers here. So I am excited to talk to this audience. We are going to get into it right away because I want you to have everything you can in the shortest amount of time. So let's get after it. Today, I am going to talk about creating momentum by taking massive action in your business. Now, in the world we live in today, there are constant distractions that are after our greatest asset, which is our time, our energy, right? And it has created an environment where it requires us to have so much discipline in protecting this asset as we go day to day. And for you, since you're a lifer, because you've shown up here Saturday morning after a week of convention, there are really important decisions that you need to make on a regular basis. I'm not talking about once, I'm talking about these things are coming at you every day. And so you're gonna have to make a conscious choice to be aware of the selections you're making with your time. Replacing Netflix marathons with sleep. Listen, everybody loves a good Netflix marathon. I get it. But what happens when we sleep? How do we feel? Get that Copaiba and Serenity soft gels and let's get some restorative sleep and get after it every single day. We have to protect who's influencing our mental capacity to run and to be happy. So what are you looking at? What are you listening to every day that's impacting your space and your mental capacity? Because there's a lot of people out there that are just talking and they have no track record of success, but they call themselves an influencer. So you really got to be careful who you're listening to and who you're paying attention to, including the friends that you're around. As you grow, you may notice that your friends change, your environment changes, and that's okay, because you have to surround yourself with people that are a joy, that are an encouragement, not people that provide a toxic environment, especially if you're someone that wants success and is working hard at putting the effort in every day. You can't make that a strain also. Get rid of complaining. It does no good. I know sometimes we need to vent, but when we think about all the things going wrong, how much do we want to get up and go serve someone and go take an action in our business that will create sustainable success? It's just not there. Instead of blaming people for your lack of results, I want you to take personal responsibility for everything that's going on in your business, for things that's going on in your personal life. You are the CEO of your business, and you have to take responsibility. A lot of times, extra burdens will fall on you, and the leader who steps up and accepts it and moves forward in a better way will have way more people want to work with you, okay? Get rid of alcohol. I'm not trying to tell y'all what to do, but I'm just saying if you drink all night, you aren't quite as motivated the next day. And we got to get after this every day, y'all. And then overthinking, stop thinking about it. You'll figure it out by doing it. It's going to maybe not be perfect every time. I screw up all the time, and I've been doing this for 8 years. And I'm like, well, that's all right. Just keep going. I mean, tomorrow's another day because I'm going to show up tomorrow, so it doesn't really matter because I'll just get better. That's the mindset you got to have. So if you guys have looked at all of the incredible information and training guides that are available on Empowered Success, you'll see that every rank includes 3 components: belief, action, results. Do you notice it doesn't say belief and train for 7 hours a day and I'm going to get results? Or belief plus think about doTERRA all day long. I'm thinking about it, and I'm going to get results. No, you got to do something. You got to do something. Now, what do you need to do? What do you need to do? If you go through these guides and you break down and look at the action steps that are spoken about, regardless of the rank, do you know that every single one of them boil down to the same fundamentals? If you are wondering, how can I create an impact in my business that is doing something that is the most important thing, right? The priority. It's already set for you. These 5 questions can help you. And I know a lot of you may be thinking, well, I see these 5 questions, but I don't have anyone to do these 5 questions with. Well, you better become a master at talking to people, at having a smile on your face, at connecting, at getting out of your house. However you connect with people, whether it's online or it's in person, you have to intentionally do it every day. Not one time a month when you go to a networking meeting. Every day. I can tell you that if you're not having results in your business, it's because you are not getting out among people, creating friendships, making real connection, and putting yourself out there. And when we do it every day, we get better at that, right? And we have lasting results. So I have a question for you, because I think one of the greatest fundamentals is self-awareness, okay? So I watched this amazing TED Talk, and I want you to think about if you had to choose one person, and your whole income was going to be created by earning 10% of what this individual generated. How would you choose that person? Would you choose your best friend? You're like, you know what, girl? You choose me, I'll choose you. Would you choose someone who's just super smart, got all A's, all their classes? What would be your criteria for that? I'm going to just define someone, and I want you to know if you would select this person, okay? This person had no network marketing experience, but they had a corporate background, and they were miserable there. They wanted to make a change in their life. They weren't sure quite what to do, but they had a class, and you couldn't show up to teach that class, but they did it on their own. They taught their first class on their own, enrolled some people, kept working and working and working, showed up every day, worked so hard to get to the rank of silver. So hard in a really short period of time just to scratch the surface, to be able to attend a leadership retreat where they heard about this program called Diamond Club. And they chose full in to participate in Diamond Club and then quit their job so they could go all in on Diamond Club because they realized that it needed to require a little more time to get the results they wanted. Would you choose that person? What was it about that person that made you want to choose them? Hey, they were showing up. I want you guys to know that was me. I had a husband who was a total hater of what I was doing. He was not on board. He gave me grief every day. I had a cushy corporate job where I barely had to do anything, and I made great money, and I had great benefits. And I came here and worked my tail off every day. Every day. And I jumped into things, and I didn't even know what I was talking about or what I was doing, but I was like, this looks like a road to success, and I want results. I'm in. I'll figure it out. We need people like that are willing to jump in and do the work and get it done. You guys met my daughter yesterday. You think she knows what she's doing every day? She is putting it out there to work. So my question to you is, would you choose yourself? And if you wouldn't, then how are you going to attract people like that into your business? Number one person you need to worry about is you and how you're showing up every day. Not once a week, not once a month, every day, because day by day builds on each other and you create habits, and that's how you gain success here. And I want you to be successful, so I am going to be honest with you about what you need to be doing. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Now let's talk about the 3 most important things that Warren Buffett said he looks for as he chooses these people that he earns income off of what they do, because he invests in them. Number 1 is energy. Energy as in a bias towards taking action. Not just because someone's happy, but because someone is moving towards progression. They're not just sucking air every day. They want to get better. They want to get after it, right? That energy of that bias towards taking action. The second one is intelligence, and not just like their score on the SAT or their IQ, but their adaptive intelligence, their ability to adjust and adapt to new situations and new things and new people, to make those adjustments without it totally shutting them down. That's adaptive intelligence. And the third and most important is integrity. And integrity, not just in who we are, but in honoring the things we commit to. You have committed to be here today, which means you are committed to your business. So do not lie to yourself about what you're going to do every day to reach your goals. If you tell yourself, I want this, show up for you. How can you show up for other people if you aren't willing to show up for your own dreams? How can you inspire other people if you aren't willing to get up every morning with this amazing desire to attack the day? Because you can. Because your life is going to be more meaningful than just existing on a Netflix marathon. It's true. Now, there aren't a lot of sure pathways for success. You know, everything has its ups and downs, but in doTERRA, there is a program that has been created that is a sure pathway for success if you do it right. Okay? You can't just get accepted into Diamond Club and not meet the qualifications and expect to see the success, right? It's just not how life works. It's not how success works. We know that. But Diamond Club can be the greatest benefit to your business. And I'm going to tell you a quick story because I think this is important as you're going to participate in Diamond Club or you have team members that want to participate in Diamond Club. A lot of my team, which we have hashtag BTE, best team ever. I know I got lifers in this room. We have a lot of people that participate in this program. And it's because I believe so passionately in what it can do for you as a leader and your team. So when I was that scratch silver that barely made it to leadership, I learned about Diamond Club. And my upline at the time, she was really new too. And she had a lot of kids, y'all, and she wasn't making a ton of money. And I knew that her husband's job, like, I just felt bad asking for anything. And so I went way up the ladder to people I knew were making money. And I'm like, hi, would you please sponsor me in Diamond Club? I'll work really hard. And it was Mark Garrett, and he encouraged me to ask my upline for support. And I'm like, I feel bad about that, you know? But I did what he asked because I really wanted to participate in Diamond Club. So I asked Stacy, I was like, Stacy, I really want to do Diamond Club, and I really hate to ask you this, but I would love it if you would sponsor me. And she's like, absolutely. I'll sponsor you. You guys, how hard did I work for someone like that? I was so grateful that she was willing to sponsor me, and it changed everything for me because she believed in me. She didn't necessarily have the money to do that, but she reinvested. I was like, your fast starts are going to pay for my Diamond Club. I promise, you know? And so as you have team members that want to participate in Diamond Club and you feel like, there's just no way I can do that, do it. If you're someone that is nervous about asking, ask. And ask until people say yes. Because this program will change your business. For you, if you meet the qualifications every month, no doubt your business is changing. Your business is growing. It's impossible to not happen. If you meet the qualifications every month, it will change your business. You know what happens for your team? You make these connections with people and these relationships where you learn about their life and what's important to them. And you take your investment in them and your business to a different level because you understand them. You meet their family. You meet their team. You enroll people that now are on their team. And when you see them at convention, you know their name. You know who they are. You were part of that. And that changes what this business means to you and to your team. And I can't tell you how those relationships from Diamond Club have brought so much joy into my life forever. Forever. You also see what you're made of. I feel like I did Diamond Club in the beginning of my business, and I'm so grateful because I'm like, well, this is just the way you do this business. So every month is Diamond Club after Diamond Club's over. That's just what we do here. And it set these foundational habits, this way of doing things in my business and showing up that was a game changer. So let's see what some of the greatest people say about Diamond Club that are extremely successful in this business. I mean, guys, 70% of all the diamonds in doTERRA have participated in Diamond Club. Like, what other kind of statistic do you need? You know, if that's what you want, there's a pathway. Make a plan. Find someone who's a cross line or who's in your upline and make a game plan of how you can qualify and how you can dominate this program. Go all in. Look at this. Just Emily, Dave, Dana, you know, these people are big-time leaders in doTERRA. Do you believe them? Do you believe Dave and Emily? I mean, pretty reliable sources, I'd say. And then last thing I just want to say is it takes one person to spark a change. One person that just commits to figuring it out, to showing up wholeheartedly, to serve people in your path, that maybe falls down but gets back up and chooses to bring life and action and energy into every interaction. That learns to adapt to situations and people and circumstances, but chooses to bring value to every interaction. And that blazes a trail of people that want to join you. I was recently asked to reflect back to when I first chose doTERRA. What was my life like then? And what's it like today? And when I think back to that, I'm like, man, that was a small life. I was happy. But knowing everything I know, knowing all the work it took, and some of the heartbreak, but the joy and the wins and the connections and the relationships and the personal growth, I'm choosing yes over and over and over again. Every time. Every time. So my challenge to you guys, is to be that one that chooses. You're already choosing. But that motivation from this week, when you get home, is going to go away. So I want you to make a decision right now that you're going to be honest with yourself. And you're going to make a commitment to rise every day, to make your life mean something, to bring value to the people you interact with, to put yourself out there even when it's hard and it's scary and you're not sure what you're doing. But by moving forward and taking that step, You're going to figure it out, I promise. I promise you that. Decide now. I am so grateful for you guys choosing to be here today. I appreciate you because we are what makes doTERRA thrive. We are who represent this incredible company, and I'm going to tell you what, if I'm choosing somebody to blaze trails with, it's going to be this company, and it's going to be all of you, so let's do it together. Thank you so much.